Welcome to my review of the AKG K7 XX headphones, which are Mastrop edition, exclusive edition versions of the AKG K702 65 tier anniversary edition headphones, or if you really don't care about the few minor changes, basically the same thing as the K702s, other than, as I said, very slight changes to the soundstage, not the soundstage, the sound. But yeah, they are pretty much the same. These are available from Mastrop, as I said, and yeah, these are on there quite often, so if you're interested in them, you can check the link in the description below. These usually cost about $200, and I bought mine about 2 to 2.5 years ago, and I've been using it ever since. So yeah, I have quite a bit of experience with these headphones, so I want to start this review by talking about the build quality, because that's basically the biggest downside in my opinion. And yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, the build quality is terrible. It's made in China and it's pretty obvious. I don't care if it's made in China, but it's good quality, and I've seen things like that. A lot of the high quality stuff is manufactured in China, but this is not really. The headband is very loose and there are a lot of reports of that getting snapped off online, but I didn't have that problem, but I had other problems. For example, even out of the box, the mini XLR cable that it shipped with didn't work properly. It had some dead spots, so yeah, I had to replace it, and it wasn't easy to find a replacement. I finally found one on AliExpress, and I'll link it in the description below in case you have a similar problem. But yeah, even that's not a good sign, and over time I had other problems as well. For example, there are these clear plastic pieces on the sides of the headband, and on one side they completely cracked and broke off, and on the other side they are already cracked, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll be loose at some point. So yeah, the build quality is nothing great, and yeah, it's very disappointing, especially for the price of $200, which, you know, at that price you should be able to buy a premium headphone, even though you can't buy the best of the best. So let's also talk about the comfort. These are extremely comfortable. I have nothing really to complain about them. You don't even feel that these are on you. And the velour earpads are very deep, very comfortable. They don't get sweaty over time because they're velour. They're very soft. And yeah, your ears don't touch the drivers unless you have massive ears. Like, yeah, it's not going to be a problem. There is basically no clamping force. You don't really need to adjust anything because of the floating headband design. And yeah, overall this is nothing to complain. It's very good, and yeah, one of the most comfortable headphones that I've used so far. Okay, let's now also talk about the sound quality. Before I do so, I just want to give a disclaimer, and that is, I don't really consider myself an audiophile, meaning that I might use some audiophile terminology wrong and otherwise skip some sounds, etc. So if you're interested in a more in-depth review of the sound, I'll find the article and link it in the description below. As I said, I don't consider myself too much of an audiophile. I'm just going to give you a perspective of a guy who appreciates good quality headphones. So, how does it sound? Well, it sounds very good. The highs are very clear. There is nothing to complain about there. The vocals sound very nice. Mids are good as well. The bass is boosted over the K702's bass, but yeah, it's still not overpowering. It's very good. It's a very good balance in my opinion. And yeah, overall there isn't really anything that I want to complain about in the sounds area. For $200 they sound really good, but there is one area that these headphones are exceptionally good, and that is the soundstage. So we can compare these headphones to the HD6Xs from Sennheiser, which are also Mastrop exclusives, for example, mainly because they're the same price. And if you compare those two, while I'd argue that the HD6Xs are better headphones in terms of the sound quality, well, they don't even come close to the soundstage this offers. This has an extremely wide soundstage, the best I've heard for this price range, and yeah, it's really good in that area, and that's something that you care about, then these headphones are well worth the price. And even if that's not something you care about, the sound quality is still very good, and yeah, I still highly recommend these headphones. You can find them in the description below. I'll link it the Mastrop page down there. And I hope you found this review video useful. If you did, please leave me a like down below, and thanks for watching.